move for another branch was in the works long before he actually told Pam his feelings. He told her feelings because he was going to another branch. I think the move was actually a pretty nurse mom, not a job for Sissies shirt. He wants more than friendship. But also know that it is weird to pursue a coworker. Transferring cuts off ties. And he tries to start over. He then gets intimate with Karen despite still clearly being in love with Pam. Strings her along down to Scranton, then that she's living too close to him. And then dumps her in Manhattan despite being her ride and drives back to Scranton to try to get with Pam. The fact that Scranton merged with Stanford can't be Jim's fault. It is way out of his hands. Pretty nurse mom, not a job for Sissies shirt. Tank top. V-neck. Ladies' tee for men and women. V-neck. Tank top. Jim himself was confused and angry about the merger happening. He clearly tells Karen that she should do what she wants. He even tells her that she could even go to New York. Karen became a pretty nurse mom, not a job for Sissies shirt. She obviously cared about the job. Following someone she can develop feelings for was most likely more a bonus for her than the primary reason. Also, Jim realized he didn't want the corporate job. He wanted Pam. Perhaps idiotic to realize this at the interview. But not a straight-up asshole. And breaking up with Karen had to be the only thing to do. Besides the Jim Karen relationship is in my view a mirror of Jim Pam's relationship in the early stages. Pretty nurse mom, not a job for Sissies sweatshirt. Hoodie. Sweatshirt. Hoodie. Karen pursues Jim even though he is emotionally unavailable. Whereas Pam was physically unavailable. I don't think you can fault Karen for trying to make it work as a pretty nurse mom, not a job for Sissies shirt. Perhaps morally more prudent to pursue someone with a crush rather than being with another person. Dwight has odd personality quirks that are, yes, probably very irritating to work with. Jim plans out methodical pranks to get back at him for fundamentally being too odd for. Those are quite different. His pranks are all entirely reversible. Cause no physical harm. And put no one in danger. Most people would laugh at his pranks. Dwight is not some odd kid. Dwight is a danger to those around him. Other products.